Is that it? There it is, first cut! I should have been more careful. Ah, there we go. That's not that bad. Last time we made the Giant's mask. We're back to it. Today, we're gonna be making KAFEI'S mask. Hit the button real quick. Which one is it? Is it F12? It is in fact F12. Hello, French. How are you guys all doing? I have rearranged a lot of stuff. I might need to tilt the camera over a little bit so I'm more in the center. Or I could just shift my chair over too. That works too. I raised the camera up because the camera was down below about maybe like up to my chest level, pointed upwards. It's not a very flattering angle being faced upwards from below. So now it's like slightly, I think it's just head level, so I look a little better. Not that I look terrible, but you know, it's all about making sure I look good. So, KAFEI'S mask. You can get this mask on the first day from Madame Aroma. She is the mayor's wife and KAFEI'S mother. KAFEI'S been missing. He was engaged to Andrew, who works at the Stockpot Inn, but he randomly disappeared. His mother has asked, I guess not you, but she put out an ad for an expert, and she thinks you're him, so she gives you this mask. Using this mask and talking to people will basically ask where KAFEI is, or if anyone knows anything about where KAFEI might be. It's pretty useless up until Andrew receives a letter in the mail. It's a letter from KAFEI. She's surprised to see it, and if you talk to her while wearing the mask afterwards, she asks you to meet in the kitchen at midnight. If you meet her in the kitchen, she'll explain that she received a letter from KAFEI, and she'll give you a letter to send to him. A letter to KAFEI. You can put it in the mailbox, and then KAFEI will receive it. After that, once he receives it and then goes back to his house, you can actually enter the room inside. You'll meet KAFEI, who will explain to you that he was cursed by Skull Kid to look like a child, because normally he's a grown man, but now he's like your size. Oh yeah, I guess part of the thing is, the reason KAFEI disappeared is that basically his engagement ring, or his engagement mask in this world, was stolen. So he wants to return to Andrew once he has that in hand. The sun mask, as Andrew has the moon mask, they're kind of parallels. After explaining that, he will give you a pendant, the Pendant of Memories it's called. He'll give you that to give to Andrew, basically to signify that she should stay in Clocktown and wait for him, because he's gonna come back to her at some point. Anyways, you give Andrew the Pendant of Memories, she says, okay, I'm gonna stay in Clocktown, because otherwise they were gonna try and evacuate out to Romani Ranch. Okay, I guess that's the face. I'm gonna cut the hair. I think the game would have been different if MM had more than a year to make it. Actually, no. It's kind of a misconception that like Miyamoto just said, you have a year, and then just like let them go to it. Looking back at old interviews that have been archived, it's very clear that Aonuma and Miyamoto were working very well together at the time after Ocarina of Time, and they both truly believed that they could do it within a year. So that was a challenge they personally set for themselves. They were working together with most of the old Ocarina team on that too. Gee, it sure is boring around here. That did hurt though. I think I'm assembling this right, but it's kind of hard to tell. If this is how much trouble I'm having with just the hair, like the wig is not gonna make it any easier. Considering the hair, I'm gonna make this about this size. The hair will make it bigger. And this time I'm not gonna cut right in the middle like an idiot. Okay, now we chop. Hopefully not into myself. I missed. You can't even see the bin. I didn't have to say that. I could have said that I got it in. Nobody would have been the wiser. No, alas, I am honest. I call myself a prop artist, so I guess I'm not that honest. Ow! First cut! It only took me like, what is this now, 20 masks? Do I have anything I can use to cover it up? I don't have band-aids in here. I do, though, have masking tape, and that's basically the same thing. Improvised bandage. This makes it look so much worse than it is. It is not that bad. There we go. I'm also gonna start heating these. I might lower the microphone volume a little bit. That, or if I keep it at this volume, that's pretty loud still. I know I'm above it technically, but still that's rather loud. I don't know why I just tested the heat, as if that's not super dangerous. Okay, I'll let these two pieces dry. Other than that, this is the face. Or, it's supposed to be. This is still really big. Why is this so wide? Oh, I see. If I actually glue these like gradually with force, it should actually make this thing a little smaller. This will actually work, I think, if I can get... Like, this isn't a bad length if I squish it together like this. I can gradually kind of smooth this face out a little bit. I guess I missed a spot. This side has a nick and this side doesn't. I mean, it made like virtually zero difference, so. But okay, this is KAFEI'S face. The KAFEI'S, if you will. Now, let's do hair. Already, that's kind of getting what I want. Ah, no, don't fall. More hot glue. That's the solution, always. If I've learned anything from this series, if there's any problem, just smack more hot glue onto it until it works. And it doesn't get mad at it. That shot a bunch of dust into my face. You know what, I might actually have better tools for this too. Clamps. The clamps! Oh, I'm gluing these at very different spots. forget how lightweight these masks are when I actually put like heavy stuff on them. Like these clamps are really throwing off my brain. This is actually working really well for hair, like hair shape. I've just gotta like thicken it up a bit now, add some geometry to it. Yeah, there we go. If I were to get hair on these things now, that'd look pretty sweet. These clamps are really coming in handy. I should use clamps more often. I'm gonna fill in these sideburns just a little bit with some extra foam, just so I have the thickness, and then I'm going to Dremel it, and then I'm going to caulk it.
Okay, here we go.
I'll try. I'm sure I can put it somewhere. Okay, all right, that's the mask shaped. I am a mess. Place is a mess. Time to call it a stream. We're working with a wig today, and that's gonna be fun. So, I think I fixed my lens issue from last time. Now I'm less like fuzzy and blurry, but the background's still a little like, still has a good amount of blur to it. So, hair. Last time I worked with this was on the Great Fairy mask, and it was not a great time. Wide tooth combs also work well in wigs. I had a wide tooth comb, tried that, snapped my comb. The comb was about $1, so it might just be that the comb sucked. This is so much hair. Wow, I feel like a true gamer girl. Yeah, there's so much hair in my mouth. I'm gonna take this off now. The shape is a little rougher than I would have liked. I mean, that kind of seems to happen whenever I do like the plaster. It always looks a little rougher, which is a shame, but it can't be helped now. It's a mess, but I'm gonna get it. I'm already on the right track here, I think, with the bangs. I'm trying to do my best to make it look like natural hair, or not natural, but like real hair, so it's not just like sticking out sideways and glued up like that. Trying to have it work properly, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. That hurts my neck for some reason. I'm gonna stop doing that. Ooh, hope that was picked up. That's kind of working for bangs. It needs to be tightened up a little bit. Back when I started this series almost 2 years ago, I bought it. I kind of went on like not a spending spree, but I bought a bunch of stuff that I would have expected to have needed for the series. Like 3 wigs, one for Great Fairy, one for Cafe, and one for Fierce Deity, since all 3 of them have hair. I didn't consider the Troop Leader mask at that point, but I should have. All right. To the hair pile with the... There's gonna be a lot of excess hair to trim out, even just to lose some of the weight, because this wig is pretty heavy. Short hair is the best. I actually used to have hair down to my shoulders when I was like 12 or so. Short hair all the way. Like, all I worry about is my bangs, and even then it's like the quickest, just like, and then it's done. Progress is happening on the wig. Ow, burning my hands. This is the shape I have so far. I've cut out a lot of the excess, and I'm working to trim down the excess on the sides and curves. I wonder if a glue stick would work. Let's try that. Let's try that real quick. Oh no, that leaves a ton of residue. Never mind. I think I've just about got it. It's a good sound. I've been disarmed by hair. I'm sure she's fine. ASMR. Oh, sure. I ate a hair. I'm gluing back on the cut strands from earlier. Compare this left side here to this right side. It's like kind of crust the edges. If I can do that with all the way throughout, that should be pretty good. I'm so glad I saved all of these extra hairs. Did I have a childhood crunch? Yes, my dad broke my arm when I was 4. I have not even gotten like started painting yet, and I've already almost been streaming 4 hours. Stupid hair. Okay, but it's gonna be a really cool looking haircut when it's finished though too. It may take 10 hours, but it's a cool haircut. Maybe I should have painted the thing before I put the hair on. Oh well, too late. Okay, this is a pretty straightforward face. It's literally just 2 circles and an oval. Would I ever wear one of the masks for Halloween? I'd wear the Great Fairy one and nothing else. Hopefully getting paint into an open wound isn't gonna kill me. It might be a little different from standard hairspray. This is, in fact, enamel acrylic coating for cars.
This is probably gonna go really well.
It's a nice ring around my face. This is definitely gonna be one of the masks that goes on the wall and stays there. Is that the same size now? I feel like it's not. Okay, that looks like it's the same size, right? How's that then for assuming like I clean up the edges? Is that a better mouth size? It also doesn't help that the eyebrows are making it look odd because there aren't any right now. Getting like royal purple colors is really hard with like just basic paint colors. Okay, let's do some eyebrows. It does look smooth on camera. You are so right. I'm content to call that. Okay, I think that's KAFEI'S mask done. Even if the hair isn't perfect, I still think this one turned out great. Second time working with hair, and this one was definitely a lot easier than the Great Fairy's mask. This time I had a bit more of an idea of what I was getting into. I'm really happy with the shape of the thing altogether. This is the 20th mask. I've got 4 more to go. The next one we're gonna be working on is going to be the Keaton mask. Thank you guys all for dropping by. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a letter to send.